Hi everybody, this is going to be a tutorial on a song that I made a video of a couple years ago called Smoke Rings, and it's strictly going to be tutorial. If you want to hear how the whole song goes, I'll put a link up to my old video, and then you can study this one to see how I play it. And the one chord that's going to give you trouble in here is an F chord. Now you might think, how does an F chord, how is that hard? Well, it's not, because we all know this F chord, but the request has been to learn how to play it the way I play it. And I play the F in a secondary position, which means you have to use this D shape, but you have to bar it. Now you can play a D however you want to. And what I try to do is, if you can use the fleshy part of your finger, you can cover 3 strings with that. Now you may say, how can I do that? Well, I play a soprano, but this is a concert neck, and I can do this on a baritone as well. I've done it. It's kind of a stretch, but you can do it. So say you're making this D. Now you've got a D sharp, E flat, you've got an E, you've got an F. This is the chord that's going to give you the most trouble in learning how to play this song. So this F, see all the notes ring true here. And that's what's going to take some repetitiveness, some work, some play to get. But you're going to love it once you learn how to play that. So that's the one that's going to give us trouble. But the song starts out in a C chord. So we'll start from the beginning. And the C is that B flat shape, B flat, B, C. So barring at the 3rd fret, 5, 4, 3, 3 is our C. Then we go to a B7. We're just going to slide down 1 and pick up our ring finger so that we have 2, 3, 2, 2. That's a B7. And then back to a C. Then we're going to go to a C7. So we're just going to pick up that ring finger and we have a C7. Now here comes the F. Now you notice how a lot of times after a C7 you've got an F. This is one of those cases. So here comes our F. And then I go down to an F minor 6, which is barred at the 1st fret. And so the shape is 1, 2, 1, 3. Very similar to an F6, or an F minor, excuse me. So here's an F minor. But if you bar it and put that other note on there, it kind of gives a sense of hope, doesn't it? Listen. A little more positive tone. Okay, and I love that F minor 6. And then we're going to go back up to the C. And then we're going to go to a G7, which is like our F7 shape at the 3rd fret. But as you practice your bar chording, you will see me many times go from this C and spin around to get that G7 that way, because I can hit all notes clear. But you can bar it, and basically when you look at it, it's an E7 shape. So look at our E7 down here. There's our G7. Okay, so as you practice your bar chording, you get better. But if you need to spin around to get all clean notes, don't hesitate. And then right here, I throw in an accidental note by bringing my pinky up to on the 1st string up to the 6th fret. So I'll just play what I covered right there, keeping in mind that making the F chord in this position is going to be very tricky for a while for many people. It was for me, but it's a huge graduation point when you can get to that F chord that way. So here we go. Where do they go? The smoke rings I blow at night, each night. C7. What do they do? These circles of blue and white. Here comes that G7 and that. Oh, why do they seem to picture a dream of love? Then here comes that F. Why do they fade this phantom parade of love? Now I'll do that. It's an A song. So when we do the bridge, the melody changes slightly, but the same chord structure fits. The melody fits within the framework of this. So then we're just going to go puff, 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 puff your cares away. Here comes that C7, I love it. Puff, puff, puff. night and day. Here comes that G7. Play it however you can. Oh, blow, blow them into air, silky little rings. C7. Here comes that F. Blow, blow them everywhere. F minor 6. Give your troubles wings. So you can see, chord-wise, it's the same repetitious chord structure. Once you get this down, you're going to have it down, and this is a great song to work on that F shape. Once again, when you start barring, don't choke the ukulele. Just use as much as pressure as you need, and that's a hard lesson to learn. If your hand gets sore, do flexing, take a break from it, cool it off, warm it up, whatever you need to do to keep your flexibility and so that you don't hurt your hand, because you don't want carpal tunnel. One thing to notice too, hopefully that you're seeing, is that as I play this, look at the position of my uke. Now all the old vintage uke books all show the uke clamped in here, and you're playing it with the neck up. And what this does is when you're playing the uke instead of down like this, when you play the uke down, your wrist gets bent. This is carpal tunnel trouble right here. You're going to have trouble with your wrist hurting. So get the uke up in here and clamp it with your hand, or use your strap, dare I say strap, to hold it into position. And when you do that, look at my wrist. It's a straight line. You're going to keep all that stuff open there and lessen wrist pain, which really gets into finger pain, gets into all that stuff. So keep that tunnel open by keeping a straight wrist, and you can do that by keeping the neck up. Okay, keep your neck up. And here's that F minor 6, back to C. So keep working on that F chord. When you get that down, you're going to have a lot of fun, because here's what happened. Now you might say, but Dave, I can't sing it in that key, so I'm going to have to transpose. Who cares? Here's what you do when you bar chord. Okay, you can't sing it in that? Let's raise it up to D. Okay, so we're going to start at the 5th fret. There's a D. So we go C, C sharp, D. Now we're just going to go the same interval spaces. So here we go. Where do they go? The smoke rings I blow each night. Here comes a D7. Listen to this. What do they do? These circles of blue and white. This would be an A7 now. Oh, why do they seem to picture a dream of love then? Why do they fade, this phantom parade of love? So it's just a matter of getting comfortable doing bar chords. Do that by keeping a straight rest, by keeping your neck raised. Okay, keep your head above water. So look where my uke is aiming. Okay, the head's above water. Okay, so keep your neck up, keeps your wrist straight, keeps away hand pain. Okay, keep that away. So here you go. You just need that F. Work on the F. The rest of it will come. Have fun with the song. It's a great song. I love it. It's a hard one lyrically for me to memorize because it has a lot of double rhymes in it, and when you see that, it's kind of frustrating the way I have a difficult time memorizing. But when you see the lyrics, it may come real easy to you to memorize the lyrics. It's been a hard one for me to memorize it lyrically. Chord-wise, it's just repetitious, same shapes through the whole song, but you got to get that F there if you want to play it the way I am. Have a great time with the song. It is a wonderful old song. Can you imagine a film noir, an old black and white film noir with Humphrey Bogart and the rest of that clan, with the shadows and all that, without cigarette smoke playing off of it? I just can't imagine it. You might not like smoking now, but they sure made great movie props by having all that light working off the smoke.